Welcome to Herf Zone Live, the show that is unlike any other cigar show, where we have the most eclectic lineup of guests, of some smoke cigars and some who don't. Either way, we bring you the best content weekly. Herf Zone Live is sponsored by StogieLives.com. If you're looking for a cigar-related social media site, that's definitely the place to go. Make sure you check it out, www.StogieLives.com. And if you look down in the description of the show and everything, you'll see that I'm partnering with Stogie Press and Ace Prime Cigars for a fundraiser for the people of Jalapa, Nicaragua. Boston Jimmy wrote the article down there, and I'm helping him promote that and everything. So make sure you check that out and all that good stuff. So I hope everybody had a great day today. I see everybody. We got people already joining the comments. What's up, Rando, the Ash King? What's going on, Boston Jimmy? What's up, William Zika, Drunkle Bill? How you doing? All right, what's everyone smoking? Well, I am not smoking a protocol, unfortunately, right now, which I smoked that like a week or so ago that I had. I'm smoking a Umbagog by Dumbarton Tobacco and Trust. Let's see. Randy's smoking Sir Robert Peel. Yeah, man. So everybody's tuning in tonight. So yeah, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. So without further ado, waiting patiently in the Cigar Hustlers podcast green room, we have Mr. Kevin Kythen of Protocol Cigars, and on the way is Juan. What's going on, brother?
I got one. It's right here.
Yeah, well,
What's up,
everyone
Mike?
out there watching, Juan's on his way, but we're just gonna get the show started without him. So, you've had a pretty interesting day, though, man. How's everything going with Chloe, your
Well,
dog?
I appreciate that. Yeah, about midday, she went in for her routine teeth cleaning, and she's 10, so I thought, hey, she's gonna be fine. And then about 1:30, or no, sorry, 12:30, got a phone call right before I was getting on the phone with my boss for our one-on-one weekly. And yeah, she apparently, when they put her under this morning, she had a heart attack, seized up, and they had to quickly get her off of the, whatever they put her on to knock her out. And they saved her, and she, is all drugged up right now. I haven't seen her yet. So I had to, come to the office, but yeah, so hopefully, no side effects or anything. We'll, see her back to her normal self. I heard she did come home, grab a toy. She did eat a little bit. Now she's sleeping it off. So yeah,
Oh
knock on
wow.
wood. But she's a Shih Tzu. She's 10. She's got a lot of life in her left. So a little scary there for a minute, but we have a good vet, and these things happen. So no hard feelings there.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I definitely feel you. I don't have a dog anymore, but the dog that I used to have, she's 10 as well. Well, actually, no, she's 10. She'll be 11 at the end of the year. She belongs to my mom, Shih Tzu as well. And
Nice.
Shih Tzus are good little dogs, man. Like they're the best. So
That's my baby girl. I call her Baby Butts. Chloe Butts. She's got a million nicknames, but yeah, that's my girl. So yeah, it's tough when they get older, but yeah, she's good. She's a tough girl. She's been through some other things in her life, but yeah, she always bounces back, and she'll be good as new.
oh yeah, definitely. So yeah, man. So other than that, man, I'm glad the day is going pretty good and glad she's on the mend and everything. So first of all, I appreciate you for coming on this show. It's your first time, but I've known you for the last
I
couple of years,
appreciate you
and
for having me, Mike. We hang out quite often virtually, so I
yeah,
appreciate
almost every night. So on the so that I didn't really have. Oh, there he goes.
that.
There
He's
is
coming on.
Juan.
He's coming on.
Yeah, so we didn't get too well. He probably can't hear me yet, but
Not yet. Not yet. He wants to
yeah.
get the
So
headphones
we
on.
didn't get too deep into things. Juan, how you doing, brother?
What's up, pal? How are you? Merry Christmas.
Doing good, man. Merry Christmas, brother.
Salud.
Appreciate you for coming on the show.
Salud to our studio audience, too. Merry Christmas.
Yes, yeah. There's a live studio audience tonight,
We got some special guests in the house.
so yeah, and all the good parts, everybody needs to clap, so it's like a sitcom.
You got like
So
an
yeah,
elf look going on over here. You look like an elf to me. Am I right or
Looks
wrong?
like Baby Leota.
Yeah. I just have a toast to a shirtless Mike as well. Why not?
toast, salute, appreciate you, and man, you guys, and that toast could also be, man, you guys have had an awesome year and everything. So, like, give us a rundown of all that's happened within Protocol Cigars. I try to list it all out, but it's like going to all the sites and, seeing all the releases and everything. Don't talk the pool party just yet. We're gonna get into that, but talk about your experience with TPE. Some of the stuff that you did going on the road and all that. For those that out there that may or may not have followed.
So we didn't go to TPE, but it was a very
Oh yeah, PCA.
PCA. It was a very busy year for us. We had some new releases, and Yoda's hat came off.
Priorities. I'm trying to share this out, Mike. I'm not trying to be rude.
Oh, come on.
Can you take care of him?
Yeah. Okay. So, as far as the year went, we had two John Jane Doe releases. We had a John Doe 2.0, Jane Doe John Doe 3.0, Jane Doe 3.0. We also had the Elliot Ness, which I just smoking now. It came out in January. I got a feeling the same thing's going to happen this year with the Bass Reeves. Should have been this year's release, but we haven't gotten it yet. The only place that did get them so far is Abe's in Boynton, and the reason he got them in because he's right there in Florida. So once he came in from Ecuador, from Esteli, from Nicaragua, he was there and he just sent somebody to go get them. So that's it's the benefits of just being local to or in the same area as where the warehouse in Hialeah Gardens is. And then we also had the cybercrime that came out this year too, also, right, Kevin?
Last year.
Last week?
Was it last year?
Oh, last year. But last week of the year, right? Because I'm the same thing. Like
it was close to the end of the year, but no, it was chilly, but it was like fall of last year.
Okay.
Yeah, so that was a last year's release, but yeah, we had the Cerebral Peel in the Corona Gorda size
right.
come out.
That made number 15 cigar of the year in Tiny Tim Cigar World's top 25 list. So yeah. We made a list there.
Let's tell them what the latest thing is. So I have something here, Mike. So the latest thing that just hit the market.
Just hit us.
We have to start fulfilling the orders that were at the show. But the Protocol Blue went back to the original in a 6x60 in a Gordo.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah. So
if you're a 6x60 fan, which unfortunately we are not, but we figured out of all our blends that probably the one that worked the best, and it did. From the people that have smoked it, Kevin, what are some of your initial feedback?
Everybody, so we just did our Christmas party this past Saturday. Thank you to everybody that attended. Just wow, what a great time!
Wonderful time.
We had some boxes there available. They're local to us, so it just worked out. The shipment came in, and we were able to process that order pretty quickly. And feedback even in the room here, Glenn,
yes.
Like 6x60s, but he's not really a full-bodied guy, and he thinks that because the Protocol Blue in the 6x60 kind of mellows it out a little bit, and the flavors, are a little bit different. And a lot of people, I keep hearing that. I hate it if you're just telling me that to blow smoke up my ass. Be honest with me. But a lot of people are like, I'm not a 6x60 guy, but this blue is pretty good. So we did do a little pre-party here at the Protocol Studios. And because you were here and you're fortunate, we had some bundles we opened up and everyone got to try it. So we got good feedback on it so far. We'll see how it does. And like I've said, Mike, but for your audience, I'm ready to go on the rest of the line. Now, Juan and I need to discuss how we do that. Do we just say all in? Do we just say maybe we start with red? Maybe we start with gold? Official misconduct would be within the core line, but we are tooled up and ready to go with boxes should we want to do 6x60s in that Protocol core line.
Yeah, the box guys got all the designs for all the lines and 6x60s, and the sticker guys for the Vista, because the only thing really got to change is the box size, the Vista, the sticker that goes inside the box, and of course, the bands are cover them. Thank God. So
thank God the bands were big enough to cover a 6x60. Yeah.
That's one of the things about being in the cigar industry. Like, sometimes you have to change band sizes depending on the ring gauge of your cigar. We lucked out with everything, whatever. I guess the guys know what they're doing. Whatever size
our band covers a Lancero to a 6x60.
Yep.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Nice. Yeah, because I never really thought too much about that, but yeah, you gotta like when you're designing them, you have to, kind of design them to fit that particular vitola. So,
Correct.
like, did you guys like purposely do that? Like, make the
No,
band to fit any
I,
vitola? It just kind of
just
worked out.
a blessing.
No, it works out, and a lot of it, Mike, to be honest, is we do a pretty simple band in the core line. If it was maybe Sir Robert Peel, Elliot Ness, Bass Reeves, it might be a different story. But it's a very simple band, and there's a lot of real estate in the back where it's just plain. There's not a lot of design that's going to mess it up if you overlap.
Yeah.
So some of these things are just happenstance, if you will. It just worked out. These are simpler. This is our core line. It's not the Longman series.
Nice. Now, how was you guys' Christmas party? The other, what was
It was
it?
phenomenal.
Saturday?
Saturday was
That was
phenomenal.
that was amazing. We started off low key. There was a lot of customers. This was open to the public, so Leaf Cigar Bar at Famous Smoke, if you guys don't know, in Forks Township or Easton, PA. We held it there. We had some food, some empanadas, some rice. What was the other thing in there? I
It
forget.
was meat.
Oh, some meat.
And the
So,
salad.
the chicken. Yeah. So we had some food out. There was a food truck there until around 6 o'clock or so. Our buddy Z that did some events for us over at Caravan over the summer for our anniversary and Johnny Smoke's anniversary. So they had a full bar as well. So we had a small crowd started out, and by the end of the night, people started rolling in. I think like 7, 8 o'clock. The entire crew from the area and outside of the area showed up, and we had a blast. We had Protocol speaker and the subwoofer there. By the end of the night, I had that thing on 11. We were rocking the place. We had a really good time. Sing along. Yeah, we did a sing along at the end of the night, which was cool, which tends to happen with this group.
And Santa Claus made a special appearance.
Yes.
I got at least 70 people on my lap.
People were saying Santa Claus.
There's about 70 people sat on my lap that day.
How excited was that for you, Juan?
It was just a joy, and I'm glad to announce that everybody was on the good list, so everybody's going to get exactly what they want.
There's one person on the bad list.
Who is that?
That would not sit on your lap.
Oh yeah, John Nadowski.
John Nadowski. Yeah. He would not do it. He said absolutely not. He did not want that.
And he kept drinking. I would check up on him. You want? You sure? You sure? I had people of all sizes. I had women.
You had Alan Kern on your lap.
Alan Kern. It was great pictures.
I sat on his lap and he goes, "Kevin, you're light." You get some hefty boys.
I put a nice collage up. It's on the social media if you want to see what the pictures. But it was a pretty good time.
Yeah, we had a blast. Thank you to Famous. Went off without a hitch. Thank you to everybody that showed up. Haskell flew in from Ohio. We had people from all over, the Buffalo crew, Tim McCabe, Jesse Augustine, and Edwin Neves. They all came down, which is awesome. We love all those guys, and we appreciate everybody, taking that time and those long trips, getting hotel rooms to hang out with us over Christmas. That was nice.
Awesome. Now you got, a lot of times, whether, not just cigar people, but like, just people in general, like say like as a musician, comedian or whatever, a lot of times in their hometowns, like people, have a problem supporting, but you guys have like the opposite effect. Like people will support the hell out of you locally and it just transcends. Like you got people flying in to, to hang out. Like why do you think you guys break the mold when it comes to that?
I'll tell you, it's because of what Juan and previously Bill did on social media, just having that outreach, right? Social media is not local. It's nationwide and global. So what Juan and Bill did early on with the company, and I suck at it, right? But they created that following that we can tap into to this day, right? So
I disagree that you suck at it. I believe
I don't post a lot.
No, but still, like in the beginning, lately you have been, you are doing the whereby room. So that's all part of social media. That's all part of a connection. And the connection, I believe the bottom line is the connection to I really do, and 6 years later, I hate using the word fans, but our supporters. So it is a direct engagement to our, from our friends to support anybody that smoke protocol. We engage the consumer, and through social media, through the whereby room or whatever outlets we do. Be it an event, it's not like, I've been, and I'm a cigar nerd. I've been to cigar events where the brand owner or one of the representatives are there and they're just sitting there kind of either on their phone or just standing by the table. Or when they do actually wind up engaging the consumer, it's very, kind of mundane and boring. And well, this Scotch pairs great with this cigar, and for some people, that's their thing. I think for us, it's more of a party kind of feel,
Or
where
direct interaction with everybody.
right, where I'm not standing, but like I'll go into the room, like, and I'll peep in and make sure there's a crowd. I go in and talk to people. So they had the cigar shop on one end, and then the huge bar and lounge on the other. That's where everybody was. So it was Kevin and I working both rooms, and we'd switch up and we'd go to one room, but we would never really buy our cigars because we had the staff there. And if something never happened, the staff are very knowledgeable with our cigars. We've probably been in there for about 4 years now. So, and all the guys are very knowledgeable. I've done training with the guys there, so they're pretty much very well versed in all our our offerings. So, but you go and I actually went around and I toasted everybody that was there. I did a Christmas toast with everybody,
Even people you didn't know.
even people that didn't know. I was like, hey,
I saw that.
Can I have a quick Christmas toast? And I'd say Merry Christmas.
You had strangers sit on your lap.
Yeah, there was a lot of people that didn't know. But it just shows the level of engagement that we do as a company, which is I think that should answer pretty much your question. That's the difference. And then it's our party atmosphere. Kevin and I like music, and we like to dance. We like to laugh and throw jokes. And
Some of us dance better than others.
your brother dances.
My brother dances.
This
Good.
is excellent.
Yeah, but we started out the night it was a great idea because the night before we were here at the studio and just put on some light Christmas music, and then as the night goes on, you turn it up. But it was nice. Like we got there set up around like 3:30, and we just put on some Spotify top Christmas hits, and it was just nice, very relaxed. And then as the night went on, it turned up a little bit, and then we had to sing along by the end of the night, which was absolutely amazing. I just saw Cynthia Gonzalez pop up there for a hot second. She was a great host in Puerto Rico. What a blast!
Oh yeah, so
we could talk about that. People.
yeah. So I was about to say, let's talk about Puerto Rico, and I saw Juan when he was in Tampa. I finally got to meet Juan in person. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about Puerto Rico first, and then Juan, tell me about your weekend in Tampa.
Sure.
Yeah. So look, there's been a lot going on in my personal life, and I just decided I wasn't going to go to Puerto Rico. One day I woke up and I looked at the calendar. And I looked at my vacation time, which is, limited at this point since I started a new job last year. And I was like, you know what? It's time. I need to get away. So I reached out to Cynthia and I go, explain everything to me. What's this going to take? Does it make sense for me business-wise and to use the time? And then it did. I think all manufacturers next year should really consider it. It's a very relaxing time, low pressure. It doesn't cost you a lot to go. And, I got to head down. Cynthia was an amazing host, picked us up from the airport. Heather flew in, our North Carolina rep, met at the airport. Cynthia picked us up, baggage. We stayed at Cynthia's Airbnb. She's got a 2-bedroom Airbnb right on property. Her mom and dad are there. Just an amazing host, so accommodating. And then we stayed at the Wyndham Palmas and Golf Resort in Puerto Rico. And that's a beautiful resort. I mean, you can't go in the beaches. Apparently Puerto Rico has these crazy riptides and things, but just beautiful atmosphere, beautiful pool area. The hotel allowed smoking anywhere on the property because of Puerto Rican Cigar Fest being hosted there. They just opened a few months ago this high-end cigar bar on the premise, which this thing is amazing. So I forget the owner's name there, very accommodating, has his own line of cigars, like a Maduro, a Sumatra, and a Connecticut. Very good cigars, very well priced. And then he has a few other selections. And then Saturday we did the whole event. There was they did another full day on Sunday. Unfortunately, I had to get back for work. I couldn't burn another vacation day. But it was just Cynthia did an amazing job. They spoke about the history of Puerto Rico and their role in tobacco and cigars and the cigar culture. Unfortunately, it was in Spanish, so I didn't get the whole thing, but I got little pieces here and there. Don Q was a sponsor. The Rome down there is real big. Oh, and then one other thing that Cynthia did do is she did the first night when I got there, which I was like, I'm going to be tired. I don't want to go all over the place. But Cynthia did drag me out, and we went to a very nice restaurant near her house. And then we went to the Vanderbilt Hotel. Wow, there's some money in Puerto Rico because there were some crazy cars rolling in. And you could tell just based on the way everybody was dressed, there's some money down there. And then we ended the night at the Monte Cristo Lounge. And of course, after you get a few drinks, I'm like, hey, we're going to do another round. And they're like, no, we're all going to bed. We're tired. I'm like, yeah, good move. We got to work tomorrow. So, no, it was a great time. But thank you, Cynthia. I know you're watching out there. Thank you so much. I will be back. I'm committing to you right now. I will be back next year, Puerto Rican Cigar Fest.
And didn't you also host a ladies' night?
I did. Yeah, I did host ladies' night. Basically hosting ladies' night. Everyone, like Reamer was like, "Oh, you're judging all the ladies." No, you don't judge them. No. So I went around and said hi to all of them, and then Cynthia goes, "We just need to take a picture with you." That was my role in ladies' night. There's nothing really involved. I was
basically be the eye candy for the ladies.
That's what I was doing. That's about it. Yeah. I did have one lady that wanted to pull my beard, so I had to watch out for her.
But you just realized you just trimmed.
You didn't realize that?
No,
it's been a few days.
Oh wow, look at that.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me see here. Let me see. I think
You didn't notice?
See,
It's
yeah,
stubble.
I noticed now. Yeah, it's not even
now,
a real. It's not even a. It's stubble. It's not even a beard now.
It was getting out of control. I just needed to shave it.
You shave it all off when you first did it?
Mm-hmm.
Drunkle Bill said yes. He had a huge smile all night.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Bill. That was a very big smile. We had a blast.
Nice. Now, Juan, how was your time down in Tampa? Over in Tampa.
So I had already planned a trip to go do some events in Georgia, Kentucky, and Tennessee, or just visit some shops. So I had already planned this. So I was actually toying with the idea of flying there from a long my trip and coming back, but just that it wasn't feasible. It didn't happen. But anyway, so I went to hit up some shops in Nashville, Tennessee. I had an event in Smithville, Kentucky, at a shop called Executive Cigar Bar.
Great shop.
Shout out to Chris to Crisfield.
Yes, the Crisfields. So I toast to the Crisfields. I like them.
Yeah,
and all of Kentucky.
The meme queen of Facebook.
Meme queen, yes, and shout out to her and a big toast and prayer going out to a lot of families in Kentucky that lost a lot of people, a lot of their property. It was a terrible tornado, worst tornado in the history of the United States. I think it was like 200 miles it touched the ground. Crazy. Yeah, it was nuts. So I had a great event there, met their people. And then I was just going to be in the area. I was going back to Georgia and hang out over there. And I was like, I'm only six hours away from that Cigar Heritage Festival. And I went down and I was like, wow, it's actually, let's do it. So I went down for the quick weekend and had a great time. And that's where we met. What you were walking around too, Mike, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, I was over at the Hiram and Solomon booth hanging out with Jennifer Nicole. She pulled up a chair for me and gave me a cigar, and I just was chilling. I was walking around the whole place, just meeting people and all that good stuff. So,
I knew when I saw Juan there that there was at some point going to be a shirtless Juan and a shirtless Mike.
Yeah, that was your idea, pal.
It was my idea. I take that responsibility. It was my idea.
Yes, it was.
But the pepperonis had to come out, and and so let me tell this story here. So Juan was looking at the picture. He zoomed in, and there was a guy, and like his face was like a look of disgust.
No, it actually wasn't. It was neither one of us. It was somebody. Somebody. I don't know who it was. It was
in the background. Yeah.
It was somebody that mentioned it on the post.
I was seeing it. I was getting text messages, and people were like zooming in on this guy, and I'm like, I don't know what this picture is. And then I saw the actual post, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that guy's like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, so Juan showed me, and I was like, man, hey, I was like, because he already had it like zoomed in, so I was like, screenshot that and send it to me. So he texted it to me, and then I made a meme out of it. I don't know, I think it was like the next day or something like that. But yeah,
true story.
Yeah, that was hilarious, but it was a good time.
That was actually an interesting, very interesting event. I think it's and it's very inexpensive. Like you can get a table and you sell directly for that one day. I guess they let you just sell directly to the public for there and whatever it is you're selling. And some guys said it did pretty well. And I think if you speak to Heather, Kevin, ask her about the numbers that Blue Carolina did.
Yeah, they said that that would be a good event for us. We just got to figure that out with logistics, or we send somebody to do it. But I saw a lot of Smoking Shields shirts down there.
Yeah, they have a Florida chapter down
We're
there.
good.
The president of the Florida chapter was there.
The Distinguished Ruffians are down there who know who we are. So we'll talk about it next year. Absolutely.
Yeah,
It was a
if you
nice
do it,
event.
let me know and I'll come through and I'll be out there shirtless and
Yes.
I'll help draw people because I am Florida, so a lot of people know me down here in
You
Florida.
could be my booth, babe.
You can actually, if you could put Protocol P's on your nipples, I think that'd be a nice touch.
That would be a nice touch.
The power of the P, baby.
Dual P's.
For perky nipples.
Yes, I like that.
Oh Lord! I mean, the weather was nice down there, though. It was kind of warm, but then the night felt was a little cool. It was nice in the 70s. It felt good. So
We hung out at so basically the majority of the time was I drove there. I got there Saturday evening about 6. I went straight to Grand Cathedral. Kevin, you have not been to Grand Cathedral yet, right?
No, I have not.
You gotta go. It's amazing.
I've been there twice now. It's beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful place. Very Fuente centric. Just a beautiful old church, and they converted it into this beautiful cigar lounge. It's amazing. Great bar, different levels, different sections for a big shout out to Dom, man. Dominic's the general manager there. He's also a retired New Jersey cop.
Oh, nice.
And he is now running the place. Dom, so I toast to you.
Oh yeah, Dom's a good guy. Actually, I met
awesome.
him when I was there 2 weeks prior, and then Ben Vopacella hit me up, and he was like, "Yo, that was my boy." So he let him know. So next time, we had that connection when I went back there.
And listen, Dom's a GM, so he's a great connect to have. So we went there, had a good time, mingled with people. I think after that we went to Davidoff, Tampa.
Did you didn't take any pictures of our stuff on the shelves in Davidoff?
It was a few stuff. It wasn't too much. Remember they said they put in another order? It was like 2 boxes. That's what I just
shoot. Yeah, they've been doing well. Yeah, they did, but unfortunately.
Hopefully now with the new shipment we could fulfill that order. But I actually met Jeff Borshowitz for the first time, and
nice.
We chatted, and he was like, he's very happy with what we're doing, what we stand for, the whole law enforcement theme. So
you didn't meet him at PCA?
No, was he there? No,
yeah.
He stopped by the booth.
He came by the booth. I don't know. You might have been away, but I talked to Jeff a little bit. What a great guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jeff's a good guy, man. I've hung out back before I had any type of name in the cigar world. I was hanging out. This was like 2014. I was with Jeff Borshowitz, Shorty Rossi, and Jonathan Drew at the downtown Orlando Corona, and so Shorty and JD invited me to hang out with them. So like that night, I was hanging out at the table. That's before I was shirtless, Mike, and all, and he showed a lot of love. So I definitely support that, brother. Salute to Jeff.
And that's what this industry is awesome about. Yeah,
and that's the type of people I support. That's the type of, before I had a name or anything. So that's real. That just shows the type of character of the person. So that's how I strive to be.
Where else did we go? So we went there. All right. Then Sunday was the actual event. I did a little relaxation by the pool. So I spent on I got a friend that retired. He lives up there in Tampa. So he's got a beautiful, condo. He's got a community pool. But I guess Floridians are so used, I don't know, in their mind, December is the winter. So it was 81 degrees. I was the only person by the pool. The water it could have been 30 degrees, the water, but I put my foot in there. I was like, it's ice cold. But towards the end, I was like, screw it. I just jumped in. The shock, gets you, but it actually feels good. And so we went
polar plunge.
Yeah, we went to the pool, had a good time there. It was 80 degrees. And we went to the Cigar Heritage Festival. And that was awesome. After that, we had dinner at Colombia, the Cuban place that's right near there, like world famous in Ybor City. And then after that, we went back to, where did we go? Oh, we went back to, I think that's where we met at Grand Cathedral, right?
Yeah.
And I heard at the Grand Cathedral, as we were sitting there talking, I found out, not too many people know this, but I found out that you are an aspiring rapper and you actually have a song.
Wait,
I used to be a rapper, but we knew this though because one night on the protocol,
the protocol.
I wrote something. I wrote something and rapped it for y'all.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Right. But has anybody ever heard his actual, song? Is
No, I haven't heard his actual
song.
song.
Play it real quick.
Let me see here. Let's see if I have to dig into my old email. So
you found it quick that night.
I think he freestyled that night.
No, I didn't freestyle. I wrote. I'm not a good
The
freestyler.
beat though.
Yeah,
The beat that he had
you
was
went off
cool.
camera for a little bit, and then you wrote some stuff down, and then you came back, and it was like magic.
Yeah, but I wrote that because I can't. I'm not a good freestyle. I'm a writer. Let me look it up here. But
This is what Juan does. We turn the interview into interviewing the host.
It's true story.
let's see here. I'm gonna play
It's our
something
engagement.
here.
It's our engagement.
It helps the show go by. We still got topics to talk about, so we're in no
Sure,
rush here.
I'm sure there's a million people on here that know our story. Let's
Yeah.
learn a little bit
So
about Mike.
yeah. Hold on.
This is
Can you
it.
hear it?
Yeah.
Got bravado on my back, so I'm squatting my city, representing the rock. Man, your boy's so pretty, no room for the lames. I'm allergic to squares, so much money around. I'm going green over there. Everywhere I go, they say my name like a
All right. So
Can you post that to YouTube so I can like listen to
You
that? in the
should
gym?
post it. Is it on-
I have it on SoundCloud, so I'll later on after the show. Everybody that's watching, you guys have to come to the Protocol Cigars virtual chat after the show, and I'll post it in the comments there, and you can listen to it on SoundCloud.
I'm gonna take that and post it everywhere, dude. That
Yeah.
needs to be posted. That needs to be posted.
That should be the intro to your show. when you have guests on, do a like Kevin could probably he's excellent at editing and all that stuff. Like when we did Protocol Live, he's the one that did the intro, but you should do like
Actually, that was Ives.
I thought it was you.
No,
That song and everything was you? I mean, it was him?
Yep.
Oh shit, I thought it was you.
I was in my basement. I'm like, I need non-copyright music. Go figure something out. And he created that.
He created the music?
No, he didn't create the music. He created, but he used something that was free, that was non-copyrighted.
Oh, so there's like a website you could
There's a website
pay a
that you
few
could get.
dollars and
No, it's free. It's
Oh,
free.
really?
It's non-copyrighted.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, so so that because how that all came about though, we were sitting there, me and Jeffrey Amendola, we got he said something about he used to rap, or I forgot how the conversation.
Yeah, it was it.
I pulled out my music and
And he
then
put out his
Jeffrey
music too.
Yeah, he pulled out his
single.
music. I didn't even really hear it though. I think Juan was listening to it, and I let
Yeah.
both of y'all hear mine.
We should have the cigar industry wrap off.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Amendola, what a great was that my that was my first.
Yo,
that's a lie.
how about this? Those in the cigar industry that used to rap, we should just drop a mixtape. I got connections to
great.
the studio.
A mixtape. You're not even old enough, or you're too young to know what a mixtape is.
No, I know what a mixtape is, man. Come on now.
How old are you?
I'm 32.
Okay, I guess maybe.
I'm old enough.
You're young.
How old you think I was, Kevin? How old did you think I was?
I thought you were like
22
20s something. Yeah, I thought you were in your 20s. But even 32, like mixtapes, geez, that's like way old school.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's
obviously, when I was listening to, they still called it mixtapes, but we were listening to like DJ Drama, and it was like either digital or on CD or whatever. But it's all the same thing. But if you were like back in like the '90s, DJ
Did you have
Clue.
tapes? Did you have tapes as a kid?
Yeah,
Like
when
the
I
old
was
school
like,
shit where you put the pencil.
yeah, when I was
in
like
to
young,
turn
but that's
it.
before I was into hip hop though. Like I had like a tape player, so for a
Right.
short time, and then then I got a CD player, a portable CD player.
And now nobody has CDs.
No one.
They're just useless. You have a
Right.
CD player still?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, that's right. When we go to his house,
Yeah.
it's at
I got like
500
600,
CD.
600.
Yeah, 600. Yeah. That's
Old
Glenn.
school, old school.
Wow.
Old school, baby, old school. Yeah, because
I don't
I
even
used
own a DVD player or a Blu-ray.
I used to
player.
have
I
a
don't know.
5 disc CD,
Changer?
yeah, changer. It was a stereo, and when my mom was at home, I used to turn up the music loud, and
I still have my stereo from when I was a young teenager, like 13, 14.
That plays the vinyls?
Kenwood. No, not vinyls. No. But I wasn't that. I was after vinyl. But I still have that in
It
my
had the
parents'
two-
garage,
the
and it
two-
sounds
the two
good.
sockets,
It
one for
sounds
you
good.
play and record. You had the two ports. I had back in the day a stereo that would have two ports. You could play one thing and record.
Yes. You had the two cassettes.
Yeah.
I had the cassette and then the CD on the bottom.
Wow.
And then the equalizer was like a whole Kenwood setup in my bedroom. That thing was awesome. It still plays at my parents' place. We just use the aux jack and put a Bluetooth connection in. It still works.
Andrew McCreary said, "I remember a Batman record player I had as a kid."
There you go. Yeah.
Say hi to Andrew for me. Hoping he's doing well.
He can hear you.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's watching the show.
We just can't hear
And then Boston Jimmy says, "Still have my Akai turntable from 1980." You old fuck.
Damn.
And
Hold
thank
on
you,
to that.
big toast to Boston Jimmy. We just got was it a 91?
Yeah,
I forget what it
cheers
was.
to that.
91
Yeah.
to the one I'm smoking now, the Elliot Ness Maduro. I believe it was.
Yeah,
This.
you guys just got you just got on Coop's list too. I saw it was for the
Yeah, 25.
25.
for the
25.
Sir Robert Peel.
No,
You were,
no, that one was the
I'm trying
Elliot
to
Ness
remember.
Natural. Elliot Ness
That's why I
Natural.
need.
Yeah.
That's why I need notes because normally I do notes, but
Yeah,
me and
Elliot.
we
We
all
just hit
vibe good. So
on William Coop's top 30. We hit 25 with the Elliot Ness Natural.
We do have a
Salute
note
to
taker
y'all.
that's in studio right now. She's really good with notes.
The producer.
The producer.
yeah, see, normally I do notes and all that, but I'm like, and then I was trying to think of specific questions. I'm like, nah, we vibe good, so we'll
Mike,
do an hour.
do you drink alcohol at all? Or you just drink water? Hydration.
The other night
No,
no, everybody was drinking.
No, I do
drinking.
drink, but I don't drink that often. So when I
Okay.
do drink, I turn the hell up, and then I won't drink for like a while.
I turned
Matter of
the
fact,
hell up.
after the show, I got like a couple beers left, so I may crack open some beers or whatever.
I don't remember seeing you drinking at the Grand Cathedral. If I remember
No, because
correctly.
I had to drive 2 hours
that makes
home.
sense.
So
That's a bar too at the Grand Cathedral?
Absolutely, they have a
Oh, nice.
full
Yeah.
service high end bar.
Wow.
There's no food there, I believe. No food.
well, they have a food truck out there. I don't know. I
Correct.
think
They have a
it's during
food
the
truck
day.
always out there, so you can have food if you wanted to. There's food truck, but they don't serve food themselves.
Yeah.
They have a great
Yeah.
selection of
That's the way to do
Fuentes. It's pretty neat, that place.
Absolutely. Now, so let's talk about the protocol pool party. So you guys first did that in 2020, the height of COVID. Everyone was like, "Y'all are crazy," type thing. But you
Actually,
guys didn't. You guys didn't have any COVID breakouts or anything
No, we
after.
had nothing.
You
Thank
guys
God.
did it
So
safe. So tell us about that,
the
and
first
then
one we had,
coming up.
Kevin, do you remember the year?
2018.
The first one we had was 2018. The first, was it 3 of them or 2 of them, Kevin?
Just 2 at my
The first
house.
2 were at his house.
But I wanted to have a party at my house for me and my friends.
And your birthday, right? Was it more of a birthday bash?
Well, the reason that it was during my birthday is there was no possible way I would be able to have a party at my house. So I was like, well, you can't say no when it's my birthday. How are you going to say no to that?
Right.
So I wanted to have some people over, and then some people turned into a lot of people. The following year turned into
more people.
A lot of people, and then even more people. So
what was the height of it? So year 2, we had 50 people in there?
Year 2, we had like 65, 70 people at
It
the
was
house.
crazy.
It was insane. Yeah, it was too much.
And the damage it does to the house, because
there was damage, but we figured it out. Speakers got blown. That cost me over $1,000 to replace speakers. It was like, yeah, it was crazy. So we realized very quickly. I went to Juan and I said, "Yo, protocol pool party is no longer at my house," because I called it that. Because look, if you guys don't know yet, but our friends are all in the cigar industry now, right? And I was smart. I invited my neighbors, but so they can't complain. But some neighbors that weren't invited still complained. But then,
I said, one of your neighbors, and he was messed up, and somehow
messed up.
he tripped, or I tripped. The next thing you know, I close my eyes, I look up, I'm looking in the sky, I'm like on the floor, like, oh my God, this guy knocked me down.
They're good times. So
he made it home safe.
We did it at a venue, Oak Tree Lodge. The first year, Juan found the place, outside venue. It just wasn't set up. Not a bad venue, and I'm not bashing them by any means. Not a bad venue, but it just wasn't set up for the right protocol pool party. And then by chance, our friend Ray Johnson goes to a wedding for our friend John Lohman. We call him J-Lo. So J-Lo got married at this venue and sent me pictures and told me about it. And we were hanging out. I'm like, you know what? This is going to happen. So I reached out to them. They were more than excited. The owner I haven't met, but I deal with Shane, their general manager, and they were excited to have a non-wedding event there. So we did it our first year, last year in 2020, and it went off without a hitch. It was perfect. So we're super excited to be returning and do it again. It's going to be absolutely insane.
And the beautiful thing about this venue is that your party area is right next to the pool. So you could be sitting on a table, smoking a cigar. You want to get up, put the cigar in the ashtray, take a few steps, jump into the pool, cool down.
You can gingerly walk into the pool with
Yeah.
your cigar. You could walk over, and we had like Juan. You were in the hot tub with like 20 people.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And,
all right next to
smoke.
each other.
All there.
All there.
And but there's 200 acres. You want to take a hike? Take a hike. There's some beautiful views. It's an amazing venue. We're super excited that they wanted us back. They wanted us back so bad that I got a phone call from the general manager, Shane, and he said, "Hey, you got to take Friday." He goes, "We don't do anything." And he goes, "I'm going to give you a special discount." So when he called me up and he told me, I called Juan, I go, "Hey, I just did a deal. We are now having Friday and Saturday 2-day event." Like that's how big Protocol Pool Party's grown. And we are going to do a white attire party July 22nd. That's Friday. So it's going to start around 5 p.m. We're going to have a steak, fish option. We're going to have a one-man band. So it's going to be a more low-key night. The party's really going to be the next day. But we want to do something for the Lawman series. And Pinky's up. So we're doing a special pack for those that buy the VIP ticket. VIP ticket also gets you general admission the following day. But again, it will always be COVID compliant. We have done all these parties. We've done a million things here at the studio. No one's ever gotten COVID. So you don't have to worry about that. I think everyone that smokes a Protocol might have some antibodies in there because no one's gotten COVID. But yeah, we're excited about it. So, and because we're going to be there Friday, we are opening up general admission. Instead of 2:00, we're going to be opening up at noon. So you want to come early, come early. You want to come later, come later. We're going to have Jason Linderman be DJ to start it off. We have Dear Anna will be the band for the evening, and they are absolutely off the charts. We will turn the volume down for those that were concerned about that last year. It did get a little loud. We do want to converse and hang out and see everybody, but yeah, I'm personally so excited that this took off. I've got so many compliments about the parties that people are saying it's one of the best cigar events they've gone to.
Food was excellent.
Food, all you can eat, all you can drink, all you can party. I don't know how to explain it any better, but it's just a great time.
Yes.
Mike,
Awesome.
you're gonna be there.
This year is definitely a lot better. The past couple years have been a little bit rough, but things are a little bit better. So I got some things. I'm going to make more of an effort, but I'll let you know once I actually get the ticket. So I got some other events going on this year as well.
Tell them the deal. Like right now, we have the early bird special going on.
So right now, VIP, because of the expense, is VIP. It's I think it's $275 for the VIP. And then right now, for which you're getting a lot for that. Cigars, you're getting the dinner both days, all you can drink. We're going to do a high-end Scotch wine night for the white party. And then we're doing the following day starts at noon. So it's all you can drink, all you can eat, a 10-pack of Protocol Pool Party year 3 will be included with that ticket price. So you're getting a lot for it. So, and that's $175 for the general admission right now until April 1st. April 1st, it's not an April Fool's joke. I'm not messing around. It's going to be $200. And if you call me, because I had a million guys like, "Oh, I forgot."
Does the VIP go up as well, Kevin? Or
no, the VIP stays the same. The VIP stays the
So you're
same.
better off going to VIP at that point, right?
Yeah, you want to, guys, buy the VIP ticket. And VIP, by the way, is limited to 75 tickets.
Yeah,
75 tickets. So VIP is very limited. We didn't want it to be, out of control, so we did it a little bit more exclusive.
So kind of give me one of those big ice cubes from the freezer, please. Thank you. But you okay?
But that's our baby. That's our baby. This past year at Chelsea Sun-In, I could not sleep. I woke up. I had my truck loaded. I got there at like 9 a.m. I smoked a cigar. I had my big Dunkin' Donuts extra large. I went live a few times, which I don't normally do, but yeah, that's my baby. And Juan, super supports it. It's something that Protocol can do that's different, right? There's no other cigar manufacturer that I know of doing a pool party. Correct me if I'm wrong out there in YouTube land, Facebook land, but yeah, it's something different that we have a blast. It's just
amazing,
super cool. You gonna try this?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Mike, I still have some whiskey, but I'm gonna try this. So on my trip to Puerto Rico, one of the things that I didn't realize when I was going back through security is even though Puerto Rico is technically a part of the United States, duty free, which I love, you can get bottles of whiskey and cologne and whatever duty free and bring it back to the States. So it's like, wait, it says, yes, US states, you can, do duty free. So I got this special Macallan. It's called Quest. It's only available at the duty free locations.
Ooh.
So I know it's special. I haven't tried it yet. I will as soon as I'm done, but Juan's going to try it first.
Glenn tried it. Glenn, how was it? Good on the nose?
Oh, it's awesome.
It's awesome.
That's what you were drinking.
No, I started with something. I wanted to wait for you guys. It's Christmas, Say when.
Right there. I'll wait for you.
No, drink it. Try it. I still have some.
I love Macallan 12. Well, I think that's the highest year I've gotten.
This is called the Quest. I don't know the whole history, but
it
it says
don't say many years, right?
fully matured in 4 different types of hand-picked European and American oak casks.
Wow.
It's really nice.
Very crisp. Smooth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
smooth.
and it's a Highland single malt.
Not peaty at all.
Yeah, so
No, not at all.
I got that, and
A little bit
they, had,
smoky.
they had surprisingly Johnny Walker Blue, which I haven't had in a long time. They had Johnny Walker Blue on sale for $180.
Oh, that's a great price.
How do you not get a bottle of that?
You have to.
Yeah.
I just polished off a bottle of blue over the weekend. Tanya and I bought it for Christmas, and over the past 3 days she was there. We polished off. You can't go wrong with Johnny Blue. It's so yummy. Such a good.
And Johnny Blue has it has no age statement, which this doesn't either, but it has no age statement. But they say there's 50-year-old Scotch
in Johnny
in
Blue.
Johnny Blue.
Wow.
Yep.
See, I'm not a huge Scotch guy, but I think I had Johnny Blue maybe one time, very briefly, just But I like the Macallans though. That's a
Macallan's
good.
very nice. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a what's the word? A little secret, a little life hack. For those of you out there listening that have a Costco, Kirkland is the brand.
Mhm.
Some places, Pennsylvania does not have it, but I know Jersey does. Kirkland has alcohol available in some of their Costco's.
In Jersey?
I think so. They don't have it?
I don't have any.
No?
No, I have a Costco membership. We don't have liquor. It would be a different state. But
Maybe a
whatever.
different state. But you guys out there, I know New York has it, but Kirkland makes their own Scotch. They do their regular, like right off the floor, regular production is $17 for a handle. It's amazing.
$17.
And then the next one is 12 years, and it comes in a Macallan bottle. I feel it's Macallan, but they don't. I did some research, but it looks like a Macallan bottle. That one's like 23, and then they go to 24 and 25 years for like 60 and 7. It's crazy, and it's just so.
That's
good.
great prices. I'm gonna have to.
Great
I don't.
prices.
I don't have a. I
Yes,
don't have a Costco
have a
membership, but I know
but-
people that do.
But in Florida, that's where I discovered it. In Florida, all the Costco, well, not all the Costco, but I know some of the Costco's have the liquor store next to it. And if you go in, Kirkland makes their own vodka, makes their own brandy, and they make their own Scotch. For Scotch drinkers, it is absolutely fantastic.
They make or rebrand.
Oh, I'll tell you what, Kevin. In Georgia, I would have to drive. Let me think how I'm going to do this. If I ever drive down to Georgia, I will buy you a bottle of the regular one, and then the 12.
Put it in your check bag, or you don't check.
I don't check bags is the problem. So I'm gonna. And one time I did put a bottle in my check bag. I opened up my check bag and it was just a bottle and 2 pieces of my score. Thank God it was rum. It was clear rum that broke and it didn't stain anything. But when I go down there, Kevin, if I ever drive down there, which I'm sure that's gonna happen, I'll bring up some stuff so you can try. They're just amazing. And it's Kirkland. I couldn't even believe it. So that's a little life hack for you guys out there. Try Kirkland scotches.
I like that.
I'm gonna have to try that. So let's get into the next topic here. So Kevin, you're gonna be in Vegas around TPE, but you're not attending TPE. You're there for your day job, and you guys are doing a Johnny Smokes Uncut Summit. So it's gonna be like a get together. Tell us about that.
So yeah, so going back, John, when he started the group, right, and we're very good friends, he always said, how cool would it be if we did like a cigar summit, right? And he kept calling it a cigar summit. He wanted to name it something industry. Everyone's using bash or fest or whatever, right? So he was like, cigar summit. I'm like, man, that sounds official, right? Because he's like, oh, Geneva is like, eventually his, next goal is to do one in Geneva, because that's where they do all the, summits. So I said, oh, that's great or whatever. So it turns out that Glenn and Candy, sitting in the studio, they are going for a Corvette, driving school. So they just got a new C8 Corvette. And Candy scheduled it right around when TPE was happening. She's like, yeah, you and Juan are going to be there, and maybe other people from the cigar industry are there. It'll be great because we're going to do the school early, and it works for us to extend and then, be at the TPE. So I was like, yeah, that's not happening. And I'm not going to be there for that. I don't have the time and everything. And it turns out I get an email from my day job, my company with Force Scout Systems. Sales kickoff is scheduled January, whatever. And we were doing a Johnny Smokes show. And I'm like, wait a minute. And I heard the dates and I'm like, I think I'm out there. So my day job ends Wednesday. So Wednesday evening, I may have like a dinner or something. And then everyone flies out on Thursday. And my company doesn't care if I fly out Thursday or if I fly out Sunday. It's relatively the same price. So I booked my trip. So I will be in Vegas. John Reamer, Lena from New Tobacco Village will be there. I know Glenn and Candy are going to be there. Heather Waite, Billy K. I can't say his last name. Billy the Greek. He's flying out. He already booked his flight. A lot of us are staying at the Paris. Some of us are staying off strip, but I'm creating an agenda. Candy's definitely got to help me with that. But we got a couple of things. We got a dinner already on Thursday night. We've got a meetup on Friday
at one of the most historic steakhouses in the history of steakhouses.
Yeah, we're going to the Golden Steer. John needs, and I'm not going to get into it, but John does need his redemption dinner. The last time he was there, he did not fully experience it.
So, little tidbit about the Golden Steer. Besides having great food, great drinks, tableside Caesar salad, which are absolutely fantastic.
Tableside bananas Foster.
Tableside bananas Foster, which is a vision to see. Not only the taste good, but just the preparation is extraordinary. But that's the place where the Rat Pack and a lot of the celebrities from that time frame, like Frank Sinatra, D. Martin,
Marilyn Monroe. John Wayne.
Who's the other Rat Pack? The one that everybody forgets? The Rat Pack.
Are you talking about Peter Lawford?
I don't know why everybody always forgets Peter Lawford in the Rat Pack. It's the weirdest thing. D. Martin's, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis Jr., and Peter Lawford.
We're doing a big dinner there. We had a reservation for 10. I'm pretty sure we've got that pretty much taken care of. But yeah, then we're gonna do meetups. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna say that because we're not on that show. So there's Rafael Nodell is going to be there. I'll say that. There's a lot going on out at TPE in Vegas, but I'm not actually going to be in TPE. John will be there. Lena will be there with New Tobacco Village. Working that floor. I'm just going to be hanging out. I'll meet up with people at the different bars. I know Dan Baranco from Cigar Oasis. He's going to be out there hanging out with us. We got a lot of people that are going to be showing up. Laura is going to be out there from VCP. So we can't wait. This is really cool.
Laura, shouts out to Laura.
Yeah, but yeah,
have a toast to Laura. I love that.
Oh yeah. By the way, she sent us a company Christmas card. So that was very nice. Came to my house.
Very nice. Came to my house too. I just didn't open it. I saw BCP. I was like, I opened it.
No, that's nice. They sent it to both of us. I thought they sent
both.
So yeah, that sounds like fun. And Boston Jimmy in the comments, he says, "Oh boy, looking forward to covering that." So, he'll cover it with Stogie Press.
I'm sure there's gonna be some shenanigans happening at the end of the night. But yeah, we're excited about it. I'm excited that it just worked out that we're all going to be out there. Again, I'm not going to TPE, but happen to be there. So good happenstance.
Yeah. Now, do you guys have plans to go to PCA?
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes, absolutely. We will be.
That's we still feel as a company that's the Super Bowl of our industry, and we would like to be, but as a small company, we can't be everywhere. And it just so happens that Kevin's there because of his day job. Even though TPE is growing, we're still sticking with the PCA. And not that we have anything against TPE. I think that
zero. It's just we're small, and we have to pick our battles, and we have to cover, watch our expenses. And I will say, I don't know. People say different things about PCA. I will say that we went this past year, and 90% of our customers were net new, and opened up a lot of accounts. I think the brand awareness is now out in the market. Juan and I, worked it just ourselves. We had no crew there. We used to roll in a PCA with a massive crew. We had a lot of help, but it was just Juan and I, so we had to be aware of that and, who's at the booth, who's not, if we had to take a break.
I think this year,
it's gonna be good.
still this year. This year more than prior years, it was because it was just you and I. It was very little away time. It would be like we'd wait when we have like lulls, or like, all right, I'm gonna go just go to the bathroom and walk around and say hello. But
One year, you and I took like a 2-hour sabbatical from the booth, and we got in trouble. But yeah, but we no, but you are working, right? So be there, be there, and we were there in the booth. So 99% of the time you're there, but it worked out well for us. But it was nice to see that the brand awareness was there, and people came and bought. So for us, it's still it makes sense for us to support the PCA. We see the value in going. So hats off to the PCA. They're still going strong.
Absolutely. Now you guys, you're not so much regional anymore. You guys, your reach has expanded. Like, how many states are you guys in now?
God, at least 20, would you say, Kevin?
No,
maybe?
Yeah, at least. No, not way more than that. But yeah, we're covering like most of the country right now. I will tell you that we're waiting on the EU, and it's actually
have you got any
in
updates on
London.
that?
I don't have an update on it yet, but we were approved from a blend standpoint. The cigars that they're looking to import,
Like 4 or 5 of them, weren't they?
yeah, 4 or 5 different blends that we selected, and we have an importer. What the heck is the guy's name? I'm gonna blank on his name. I feel bad. Yeah, but and I just saw a post from him. But we are going to be distributed in the EU, so we have a distribution partner.
Awesome.
And we're excited about that. And it's going to be a select few of the lines, but I think it's the right lines that are going to work overseas.
Yes, I agree.
And obviously, Sir Robert Peel is going to work in England, right?
1,000%. That's like a
one
hero.
there. Yeah.
You might as well put a cigar with George Washington in the United States. When you Sir Robert Peel in England, that's the kind of.
We're not talking about new blends.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. We're not coming out with the George Washington.
Well, shoot. Toast to the European market there.
Yeah, that's a toast to the European market. I agree.
All right, now I'm going to try this for the first time.
Let me taste a Scotch without ice.
Oh, that's good. Wow.
So we're getting towards the end here of the show. So what else do you guys want to throw out there? Anything
so right
new,
now,
exciting?
We have the newest addition to the Loman series. We've been waiting for this cigar since July. And because of COVID and the supply chain and all that good other stuff and whatever reason is, we're getting it. It just reached Florida last week or this week, earlier this week. Yeah, Kevin, do you remember the day it was?
No.
It was last week. It was late last week, like Thursday last week. So they got there. They also had another shipment from Nicaragua coming in. That came in yesterday. So they were waiting for us to send it all in one, which makes sense. But like I said, Abe the Babna at Smokin', Google smokin.com. He bought 35 boxes of the natural, 35 boxes of the Maduro. He's the first person that's selling them. We don't even have them yet. So technically, if somebody would have bought it when they came out, and Abe's, there are fast shippers. So there's
absolutely
people,
very fast.
Very fast. There are people that probably bought them and got them before we. I've not seen.
I have not seen a finished dress box.
No.
I have not had a production cigar. Now, yes, the pre-releases are the same blend, same cigar, but it's just nice to have that finished product. So we have not had it. No. So if you want to get it before Juan and I, as owners of Protocol Cigars, you got it.
You got a chance.
You got a chance.
The world has a chance to get the Protocol Bass Reeves Natural Maduro, and he sells 5 packs of each. You could buy a 5-pack of natural, 5-pack of Maduros, and you be the judge which you like better. But you could get it before Kevin and I do.
Here, you know what? Normally Juan does this, but I have a great idea. If you buy a Bass Reeves, take a picture of it, post it, tag Juan and myself, and I don't have it before I post, and I'll have the timestamp before I post myself with that open box and the Vista and the completed with the bands and everything. If you post that, we will put you in a wheel, and I will figure out going live somewhere.
How you like that?
And you will get a special.
You heard it here first.
I'm not saying it's going to be Bass Reeves. I might send you something different, but I will definitely send you something. So.
Absolutely.
So hold on real quick. Because you're coming
go
to
ahead.
2022, what do we have in the pipe? We got 2 new releases coming out, right? Planned. and we
we're
have
not talking about that.
no, we're not going to talk about them, but we're just saying what we have in the pipe.
Yeah.
So we have 2 new releases. It's going to be a core line new release and a new release in the Lawman series. And we're going to have some sort of line extensions in the core series. So it's going to be a good year. We're going to have a few. We're going to do this we could talk about. We're going to have Cigar Dojo is their 10th year anniversary, and we're going to do a special 10-year anniversary cigar with them. I think it's coming out by Famous, but we don't have a time frame yet or anything because Dojo originally we've done stuff with Dojo. We had like the K9, we had the taser, and then we had the nightstick. So in the order, we had K9, nightstick, and taser.
Yep.
So I reached out to Eric Gatorsman's son. I said I'm wrong again. Gatorm's son, Master Sensei, if everybody knows. And he was like, you know something, Juan? I think I'm gonna skip a year and we're gonna do our regular stuff. We're only doing 10-year anniversary releases with our great partners. And I was like, and in my mind, I was like, well, aren't we a great partner? But I was like, all right, no problem, Master Sensei, whatever you want. A few weeks went by, mulled it more, reached out to me and goes, Juan, I think I changed my mind. I want to do something with you guys. Can you do us a 10-year blend? So I spoke to Hector. It's in the works. We don't know what time frame is going to come out, but we're doing a special 10-year release with them. I think they're doing it with like 4 or 5 different companies, and we've been chosen to be one of those companies. So that's a big thing we're going to do for 2022.
It's a big honor. Big hats off to Dojo. They're massive supporters of us.
How about that?
And yeah, and guys out there, if you're in the Dojo verse and you smoke Protocol cigars, post it. Check into the cigar, and if you get different badge levels,
yes,
the only way,
we're the only one doing it. By the way,
we are the only one doing it. You get that badge, you get a special Protocol challenge coin.
That matches the badge.
That matches the badge. So you start with the blue because that was our first blend. Then you go with the red, and it ends with the green Cyber Crunch. Anyone get the green Cyber Crunch yet?
The only one that's close is Alberta, but thank God
close.
he's a few things. We have to figure out what we're gonna do once you have collected. So when you say you've collected all 5 challenge coins, you have posted hundreds,
thousands,
maybe thousands. Yes.
Yeah.
Hundreds, maybe thousands of pictures of Protocol. And that means, and the thing is, they check to see that that doubles. There's people smoking, like Al Berner has smoked. This guy loves us. He's one of our greatest supporters. So he's going to be the first to get it. My original idea, I thought we had at least maybe a year or 2 to come up with it, but this guy's been killing it. So he's close to reaching that thing. But we're going to figure out something very special for those guys. But, it's great to have the support of our friends, the support of our consumers, the supports of people like you, Cigar Media. I want to have a toast to Cigar Media because you are Cigar Media, Shirtless Mike. Thank you for doing what you do and everything. You're amazing.
No problem, man.
And I did have the producer send me a note, but yes, we do co-sponsor a Whereby room. Mike is a regular guest with me in the evenings. We have a really good time in there. But they actually covered it for us this year, which was really nice. And hats off to them. It's a good outlet for guys that can't get out of the house, or it's a Monday night, your shop's maybe closed, you just want to hang out with some friends and smoke a cigar. We don't care what you smoke in there. I don't care if you're smoking a Caldwell, a Padron, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's all just about hanging out in a virtual lounge and having a blast. And my God, some nights I'm crying, laughing. Some nights we're actually crying. You never know. But it's a good time. And the Cigar Dojo Protocol Whereby has been going strong for the last almost 2 years now.
March of this year. Was it March?
Next year. Yeah.
Right, but March of the year coming in. Would that be 2 years?
2 years. 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years in March.
2 years. 2 years. Yeah.
Let's have a toast to that room.
Have a toast. Cheers.
Yeah. You got
bringing people together.
Absolutely. Now, before we get off of here, I saw Boston Jimmy had a question. I'm going to put it up on the screen here. She says, when it comes to legacy line like the blue, is the leaf now from a newer crop of leaf?
So the blue does come from a newer crop of leaf, but it's the same. It's the same from Ecuador and Habano Oscuro. So we came out with this cigar, the original one, 6 years ago. We didn't buy. So 6. It's not like we bought.
We're not Steve Saka that bought like 10,000.
We cannot buy a pilon. So
we're not
we
buying.
buy what we do, but the thing is, I'm not gonna lie. There are years when the blend comes out and it's a little bit darker, it's a little bit lighter, but that is the price of what we're doing because we're a small company. We cannot buy like the first one that came out. They were amazing. They were dark and like really dark, almost like chocolate brown. And I was like, yeah, but we can't buy like 10 years worth of that stuff, right? We buy what we do, but they always taste the same more or less. You know, it's very similar. The formula stays the same. You get the nuances. Of course, you get different shades because every year it changes. So to answer Boston Jimmy's great question.
But even within an entire crop, like they have it's not the Bancheros. It's the women because they have a better eyesight than men, but they're actually within a crop, and you have that same wrapper. They try to put in a box. You might have a box that's a little bit lighter, one's a little bit darker. But they try to color match, so you don't have one a little bit lighter or whatever. But that happens within a crop. But again,
that's natural.
it's
a natural product.
It's a natural product. So yeah, I think most of the guys know that out there. But yeah, that does happen. Even with the Themis, you got some that are Connecticut. It's a little bit darker, and then you open a box, and it's like, man, this looks a little bit darker than the other one. It still smokes the same.
There you go.
Absolutely. Well, guys, I appreciate you guys for coming on this show. This was fun. You guys are probably one of the few people I could do a show with no notes. Like we just vibed, you know. I didn't have no notes. It's just straight conversation. So I put the whereby link in the comments there for anybody that has not gone on there. If you have gone on there, join us because I'm gonna go in after the show here.
For everybody that wants, also real quick.
Actually, that's our website. It's not the whereby link.
That's fine. That's fine. The website link is perfect because if you want to buy tickets to
no. I put it in the comments, not across the screen.
Okay.
But the people see that in the bottom? They see it too, right, Mike?
Yes.
Yeah, down in the comment.
That website, you can buy tickets to our pool party.
Yes,
there.
It links to an Eventbrite, guys. So when you go to events on protocolcigars.com, go to events. You can RSVP there, but that doesn't mean you're in for the event. You do have to go to the Eventbrite link. I have it on there. Click that. Gives you all the details.
We went with Eventbrite because it was just easier, right, Kev?
Yes, because Eventbrite doesn't care about us offering alcohol and tobacco. So we had to go that route. So unfortunately, there's a fee for that, but Eventbrite's a lot easier to use, less red tape. But yeah, again, back end business, you guys don't care. It's available. Come get the VIP, 75 only for VIP, and only 200 for general admission. So this thing's going to sell out. So we the venue can only hold so many people. And by the way, there's going to be a hotel room block. I haven't posted it yet, so don't worry about that. That'll be in the Easton area. You guys can figure that out. I also have a camping option. I put a tent over your tents. So take me up on the camping option.
Let's talk about this for a second because I didn't know what you were talking about, but I went the night you were there. We went and we walked to the camping ground. There were only like 3 people took advantage of that, right?
Yeah.
Brian Peck,
my brother, and Chigger.
And the guy.
Oh, Josh and Kylie.
Yes.
My buddy Josh. Yeah.
Yes. But it was amazing.
They had a whole tailgate out there.
Yeah.
They're bringing a smoker this next
They're bringing a smoker this year.
So didn't we say we were going to do it? Like part of the event was we're going to have whoever stay out there. We're going to do like towards the end. We're going to have like
an after party.
An after party at that tent.
So this year, Josh and Kylie, my good friends.
And if you worry about showering, all you got to do is wake up in the morning, jump right in the pool. It's chlorine. It cleans your privates, your nooks and crannies very nicely, and you smell like chlorine.
There will be an after party in the camping area. Again, 200 acres. We got a 40 by 60 tent going out there, and you can buy the cheapest tent you want. Doesn't matter if it rains. You're going to be dry. You can put a tarp and a mattress and your sleeping bag, and you're set.
And next year, I'm definitely gonna. Now that we know ahead of time, and it's a thing. Kevin and I would say 80% for me. Kevin's probably like 100%, but I'm going to go to the Puerto Rico Cigar Festival with Kevin, and we're going to have a nice tablecloth and thing. We're going to do it right this time. You have to be 100% because you're Puerto Rican. Correct. I would have done it if I had like a few more months. It was a good thing. I actually didn't think Kevin was going to, when I sent him the things, like Kevin was going to say no altogether. He's like, yeah, all right. Well, I was like, ooh, look at
life happened, and I felt like there was, stuff going on in my life that I needed to just get away, and
sometimes we got to do that. We got to just get away to break the what's the word?
That's all.
The monogamy? No, it's a word.
Monotony.
Monogamy is another word.
It's something you don't know.
Too bad you didn't hear that joke. But it's very well
Monotony.
placed. The monotony of everyday life and the problem that happens. So it's always good to get away. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, guys, it's been an amazing show. Randy says one ain't done, Mike, but yeah, we're done now. We can continue the party and the dojo chat. It's in
Tell
the
everybody
comments
where
there.
to go to that. We'll continue the party
Yeah,
for a little bit longer.
it's down in the comments, and then we're gonna go chill in the dojo room. So
All right, let's do this.
so yeah, thanks so much for coming on, guys, and I'll let you know when we're not live and
Love
we
you
can
guys.
talk that shit. Peace out.